So, Coach, energy level from the very beginning seemed good. Even when you were down 9-0, didn't seem like there were guys dropping their heads like maybe there were other games. Is that fair?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think. Well, I said on a radio show Thursday that we had a great practice. We had two of the best practices we've had in a very, very long time. They were enthusiastic. They had bounce in their step. So I thought we would play well.
What you saw from Emmett today, did you see that in practice the last couple of days?
They were all really good, John, in practice. I mean, they were in practice pretty much what you saw today.
More aggressive, more of the basket.
Way more aggressive.
Is that what you wanted?
What I wanted was I wanted to play the way we've played here for most of my time here, where we're physical, we guard, and we rebound it. And I thought we did all those things pretty well today.
What are senior days like for you? Obviously, these are guys you get to watch grow up for 4 or 5 years.
It's rough. It's rough. It's hard to keep your emotions at check. You know, it's and then Chase decided he was going to get engaged. Killed two birds with one stone, I guess. And he came in and told me the other day. So I mean, that was, our guys are really excited about that.
Chase said he asked your permission. Did you hesitate? Did you say
No,
distraction?
no, not at all. Not at all. They've been seeing each other since like 4th grade or something. I mean,
The Hack-a-Shack deal they did with Derek, they ended up running out of players. Was that something that you kind of factored in when you attacked him in the second half a little bit with the guys you had out there?
Derek's got to start making free throws. I mean, let's be honest. I mean, he makes them in practice.
They did run out of players.
Yeah. Well, and they did. But I think it was more than Derek too. I mean, they made some rebounding fouls and things with some other guys as well.
You're in a tough spot. Oscar and Deuce both had 3 fouls early in the second half. How did Jermaine really kind of settle this team down, you think?
Well, it was hard getting Deuce out with 3, and then Oscar got his 3rd. And I knew we had to have Oscar down the stretch because we had the big we had on. He's the only big we have on the floor that is a very good free throw shooter. And we needed Deuce in the game, but Jermaine's played point for us. He played point for us last year. He knows what he's doing. His ball security is actually better than the rest of them. So.
Slow start. Did the crowd give you a little boost there when you were struggling at the beginning?
No, you know what the key was? The key was I didn't let him see the paper. I didn't let him see the paper, who is the first one to give up on you every time something doesn't go perfect. So I held the papers away from him. We put him in a hotel and we went and gathered up all the papers, that they set outside the door so that they wouldn't get discouraged. How do you like that answer, John?
How do you feel about this team going into the league tournament?
As long as we continue to play with the enthusiasm and the toughness that I think we showed today, we hadn't been a very good team playing from behind, and we blow a lead at Iowa State and come back, and then we lost a lead here today, and we were able to come back. I think that shows some toughness. That and not reading the paper.
Bob, does it matter? I mean, you're not going to be no worse than 6th in Kansas City, so you don't play till Thursday. Does it matter to you where? I mean, just pride to get as high as possible?
I think it's more of who do you play than it is what your seed number is. I mean, there's going to be some people that I think all of us would rather play. We're playing pretty good right now, so I don't think people want to play us as much as what maybe, I'm sure a couple of weeks ago they would have loved to play us. And so I think, it's kind of like Texas. I mean, you would have wanted to play Texas earlier in the year, but now you don't want to play Texas. They're playing great. So I think it's who's playing well at the time.
Emmett said someone told him that he could not guard anybody, and you said yesterday that you were tougher on your team in practice this week. Are those the kind of things that this team needs in order to play at the level that they showed today?
You got to have enthusiasm. It shouldn't be a grind. You should look forward to it. Excuse me. You should look forward to coming to practice. Practice is a great time to get better, and they did that. They did that this week. They did that before the Iowa State game. I felt good going into the Iowa State game because they were enthusiastic. They had a little bounce in their step. They were attentive. So they've been good. This I don't know what day it is anymore, to be honest with you.
You just mentioned, he said he admitted he kind of hit a little bit of a wall in February. Last two games, your freshmen really turned the games. Iowa State, the second half, this game here. Were you conscious of that? Did you kind of coach them through that a little bit, those two?
I don't really understand. I mean, I do, I guess. I understand the connotation, but hitting a wall, I mean, what does that mean? You hit a wall, it hurts. I've punched many of them, and they take a punch very well. I don't know. I think it is a long year, and particularly long in the fact that we went to Spain and all that other stuff. But I don't understand that phrase, hitting a wall. You could go in the locker room and ask them at any time, really. What do you think about basketball? I love basketball. If you love it, you shouldn't hit a wall, should you? What if you hit a wall with your girlfriend?
Playing better right now. They're
Hey, got it. Water.
they get a wall?
Oops.
Have you ever had a senior get engaged on senior night before?
No, I have not.
That's a first.
Yeah, that's a first. I don't think I have.
You knew that was coming? Or?
Yeah. Jay's a great kid. I mean, he came in and asked me, did I think it would be okay, and he doesn't want to be disruptive or anything to, his teammates or the team. So, I said, no, I think it'd be great.
Give him any advice?
I think he's marrying up. So I mean, I thought he ought to grab it while he could, because I think that's a thank you.
You've talked before about how important the fans are to this team and how much the whole state support means to you guys. So to close the home schedule with a game like this, with a win like this, how does that feel?
It feels good anytime you win. But I said on did a TV deal when the game was over with, and I said there because I think it is important that people understand how far a large portion of our people come. I mean, we got people coming from the Eastern Panhandle that's over there by D.C. That's not easy. And if y'all ever drove up and down those mountains, it's not a fun drive, and particularly in the winter when you have weather. And then you got the people down there, and we got a good contingent from down in Princeton, Bluefield. That's as far south as you can get. I mean, you go in that tunnel and you come out on the other side, you're in the other Virginia, the one that only has one name, and so that's a long way away, man. Charleston's a long way away, really, when you think about it. And then we got people coming from the northern Panhandle, Wheeling, Moundsville, Weirton. It's our people really, I think, show a lot of loyalty, a lot of dedication, because they do. It's not like driving across town, like a lot of places have.
Matthews that showed up here today from showing up every game.
I think, Bob, when and Emmett went through a prolonged shooting slump, and I think that affects you. I think it, and he has put a lot of time in trying to get out of that slump, and when you see the ball go in, it really does heighten your enthusiasm. I just think he started making shots. And he wasn't making shots before, and the tendency when you don't make shots is to drop your head.
He made a couple today that he didn't even see going.
Yeah, he made a couple on the baseline that were big time shots, hard shots.
Coach, you could almost kind of sum up this whole regular season in different storylines. Obviously, the start, the middle, and the way you guys finished today. The plays that Matthews made today, the dunk by McBride. Does it make sense at all to say that those plays kind of closed the door or opened a new chapter?
Well, yeah, you missed it. You weren't here when I told them that we went and picked up all the papers. Because we had them in the hotel. You know how they lay those papers outside, and because I saw the paper, the bullshit was in the paper, so I didn't want them to see it. I wanted them to stay enthusiastic, and they had a lot of bounce in their step, and so we kind of took the paper, and I'll wrap my fish cleanings in it, and this save it, for this summer, so when I clean the fish, I can throw the carcasses in there, wrap them up, and throw them in the trash. So it's all good.
Which paper?
Yours. I had to do it. I had to do it.
Anything else?
Yeah. Never mind. I'll tap out. That's fine. I'll stay on the crosshairs.
All right, Coach. Thank you.
Thank you.